Hello and welcome to the Fish Basket. You find me on Boxing Day 2022, heading to a mark down by Guinea Gap, fishing the low. I'm here with Des.
Hi guys.
Des is from Journeyman. I'll leave a link in the description all about Journeyman and the fantastic work they do. But we're going to head over there now, so see you in a sec. So it's about about 4:30 in the evening on Boxing Day, and you find us right here by the Seacombe vent, but we're doing things a little bit different. We're going to fish it low. So at the moment it's very much on the drop. What we'll do is we'll fish it when the water will move out, and we'll get down there in a bit once it's moved out, and then we'll cast over there into the deeper water and we'll see if we can get ourselves a cod. For now though, we're going to set up a rod and I'm just going to get some bait in the water. You never know what's out there, you never know what you're going to get. It is a bit snaggy, so I'm just going to put on a little bomb weight and see what happens. So off I go to the van, let's get the stuff. I'll see you in a sec. On the first rod I've got a 2-hook flapper with some black and squid.
Yeah, go ahead mate.
We'll see what happens.
It's the way forward.
There we go. I do have the first rod out, but as expected it is pulling like a steam train. It's going from the Seacombe ferry terminal to the mouth of the Mersey over to them cranes in that direction, so it's going right to left because it's on its way out and we're on the Wirral side. I don't know what's going to happen here. I've never fished this mark like this before, fishing at low tide. I haven't got a clue. I'm just here to experiment and have a good time and have a fish and see what we can get. So if we get something, it's happy days. If we don't, then we can hone in on why we didn't get something, and we can figure out for next time if we come back what we did wrong, and that's what it's all about. Well, we've had the first knock of the evening and it was Desmondo. He's just had a nice little knock, but he was a bit of an eager beaver and he struck it and it didn't connect, but that's a positive sign. There's fish out there, so we just go again. Des is going to bait up, get it back out, and we'll see how he gets on there. There's fish in them there waters. Right, Des has just had a brilliant knock, absolutely fantastic, but the fish has took him into a snag. He's going to have to use all his expertise to get this little bugger out. Is it on?
It's still kicking, I'm going to have to walk it mate.
Right, I'll come back to this in a sec. So after about 10 minutes of toil, looks like Des managed to get it out the snag and the fish is still on, hopefully. So let's have a look. Here we go. Des lands his second, is that your second ever cod, mate?
Second ever proper codling. Last season they were all about that size.
That's a proper size for you there, mate, isn't it? Look at that.
Size. Yeah.
Very nice fish. And it made you work as well, that's the thing.
Made me work, I'm knackered now.
Well done, Des. Out for another one now, mate, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so I've just had a really decent knock. I don't think this is a cod. I'm not sure this is a cod, guys. I really am not sure this is a cod.
He's going down the wall. He's going down the steps. Right, when you get to the bottom, Richie, keep your eyes on the steps because it looks like they finished, but there's a big hole. So yeah, Richie is going down the steps, so you can't really see him. You can see his tip light though.
11 minutes later.
Can't believe that. That was a big fish. I'm not sure it was a cod, to be fair. It just didn't feel like a cod. It was probably a conger. It felt like a conger, but it got stuck in a snag while I was going down the stairs. I think I just waited too long, and whatever it was decided to get itself in a little hole and hide. And I tried to walk out into the water, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get it, and it snapped off in the end. But it wasn't for fear of trying, because I tried. But as much as I'm gutted, we go again. After what just happened, we've decided to come down. So, like, I'll show you now. The prom is up at the top there, and we're down at the bottom. Obviously be careful if you're fishing low tides, because it's always dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or you have no experience on a low tide. So we're closer to the water. We're going to be able to get a bit further out. Seacombe ferry terminal is just to our right, as you can see, and Des is just there, and we are down on the edge of the water, hopefully being able to get just a little bit more distance. And you never know, might get that big fish I just lost back, well, or its brother or something. So there you go. I'll call back in a sec. Lost another one, another rig that is, another snap off. It's very snaggy out there, smaller rigs I think. I just seem to be having one of those sessions, you know, where everything's a bit bitty, like broken up, everything's broken up. Like every time you try and get something done, something happens, or you can't get your gear out, or you snag every 5 seconds, or, well look, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to learn this mark, to give it a go, to find out what's happening, where do we fish, how do we fish it, is the fish here? We know there is, because Des got one, but you know, when did he feed here? What, you know, how long did he feed for? So I'm here to learn. This is what I'm exactly here for. I know I'm not going to be using a gripper again tonight, because that didn't work out. So I've gone back to a bomber weight. On this cast, I haven't cast very far. I give it a good, nice whack, but it's not miles out like I have been doing all night. So I've just pulled it in a bit, just to see if it makes a difference. And so far, the rod seems to be holding a bit better, maybe. Doesn't seem to be hitting straight into a snag, so I might have just found somewhere, you know, that's a little bit less snaggy. Hey Des.
Yeah?
It's an hour before low, mate.
Is it that time, really?
You know, that only means one thing. Fresh bait! Since we're down on the bottom, and the fish I lost wasn't really that far out when I was down here, I'm kind of looking for my line to see if I can find it, to maybe handball the fish in that I lost. I don't know, but gutted it went. But you never know. If I find it, I'll let you know. Right, okay, so since the hour before, things have just gone dead. There's no more knocks, there's no action on the lines, there's no weed, even the weed's gone. So I don't know what's going on. It just seems to have died a death at the moment. Maybe in half an hour or so, things might come back to life when the river starts to flood again. That might bring on a few fish. But for the meantime, we just got to sit it out, wait and see what happens, and hopefully something will come on soon. Still no sign of my elusive fish that got snagged off and broke round about there. But I'm still trying, still finding, still looking. So I think this is what my rig got caught on. I think it's this. It's directly opposite where I was, well not directly, but it's opposite where I was fishing. So it's more than likely going to be that. I can't get to it, unfortunately. I can't find the line to help bring anything in that might have been on the end, which we know was probably a fish. But Well, Des over there picking up a load of line that he's just found as well. So we're just going to have a little clear up and get some line shifted, but yeah, it got caught on the end there, I think. Oh well, lesson learned, big time. Remember that there's a pipe out here next time I come here. Just had another bite and took me into another snag, and I lost that set of gear, that rig and stuff, so we've decided to call it a day. The rain's coming in, it's starting to come in, and it looks like it's going to get pretty heavy, so we called it a day, only half an hour before the time we said we were going to. But it's been an absolute pleasure fishing with Des. I took on some valuable lessons from being down there today.
It's been great, mate.
Des won this one with a nice 48cm codlin, and most of his tackle's still intact. So that's the end of this one. But listen, if you like what you've seen, don't forget to hit subscribe, leave a comment, give us a like. It all helps the channel grow. I'll do my best to answer everyone and give you everyone a heart and a like and stuff for the comments, so thanks for that. Yeah, hit the subscribe button. I'll leave a link for Journeymen in the description too, and then you can go see the good work they do for the community and the men's mental health. Look after each other. I hope you've had a great Christmas, but in the meantime, stay safe, tight lines.